Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, it's a pleasure to be back with you guys again. And today the video that I have for you guys is a video giving you guys a bit of information why some spirits refuse to detach themselves from the earth plane, why some spirits refuse to elevate, and the reasons why some stay earthbound. The reason why some spirits attach themselves to the earth plane or stay earthbound is because some are not aware that they have passed away, and this happens when a person has died from a tragic accident or a sudden death, and these people do not understand that they no longer belong to the earth plane, that they have died, and some just refuse to cross over, to accept their death and cross over. And the thing is, when they go through this sudden awakening on the other side, what they awaken to is to the last place that was known to them. And some of these spirits become sad, some become angry, and the reason why is because they feel ignored. They feel that they are being ignored by their family members, that they most likely did something wrong, that their family members refuse to speak to them. And these spirits remain there, and they refuse to cross over into the light because they are not aware that they have died. So most of the times it takes a medium, an experienced medium, and a lot of prayer to help the spirits realize that they have died, that they no longer belong to the earth plane, that they have to move on into the light. Other spirits just simply refuse to go on. They simply refuse to detach themselves from material things. If the person owned a lot of material things, they do not want anybody else to possess their belongings. So they choose to stay, whether it's a home or a building or attached to a car, or it can be the most simple thing that had a lot of meaning to them. They will refuse to let go of these things and to give the ownership to somebody else. And this happens in a lot of the cases where houses become haunted or buildings become haunted. This we have heard of places that cannot be visited because they are haunted, and no one can move in there, or the place cannot be sold. Abandoned buildings, because they say there are spirits there, because they refuse to leave the place. And they also refuse to allow anyone to come per se to invade their space, what to them is their property. So they refuse to detach themselves. You can tell them, you have to leave, you no longer belong to this earth plane. These material things no longer belong to you, and you have to cross over to the light. They just refuse to leave these things behind and cross over to the light. They will not accept it. And a lot of these spirits stay earthbound for many, many years because they just refuse to attach themselves from what to them belongs to them, what to them was theirs. And this happens in a lot of homes that people move to, and they have to leave because these spirits refuse to allow somebody else to live there. And like I mentioned in another video, sometimes they are good spirits, because there are good spirits and there are bad spirits. Just because someone was a bad person in the physical world and they have died and crossed over doesn't mean that this person now is a very nice person. We retain who we were in this physical world. We take all that with us. If it was a hateful person, an angry person, they take all these emotions with them. So when I mentioned yesterday about setting up your Bovada, your spiritual Bovada, I mentioned a little bit about it, that if there was a family member that you had issues with and that you did not get along with, it's best not to put them there in the Bovada. Yes, you can do prayers for them to help them elevate, but don't ask them for any favors, because if they wouldn't do a favor for you while they were alive, they're not going to do it after they have crossed over. Trust me. Leave it the way it is. There are other spirits that they do realize that they have died, but for some reason they feel trapped. They do not know that with the thought they can move around in the spiritual world. If the person that passed away is someone that did not have a deep connection with their faith, with God, that was not a very spiritual person, this person, once they die, they are not aware that just by thinking about the presence of God, they immediately can find themselves in the presence of God, and they can find themselves also in the presence of their family members that have crossed over. And these people require a lot of prayer to help them elevate in and go into the light. Prayer is very important once somebody passes away. In the Hispanic community, as I have mentioned before, we normally do the 9 days prayers after the person is buried, because this helps them elevate. And there's also a ritual that we do to help them move on from the place they used to live in, to help them leave in peace, because they will stay there. And this happened when my mother passed away. I used to hear my mother every day in the house, and I believe the reason was because I was very, very depressed after she passed away. I was incredibly sad because we were very close. And this is also why they may choose to stay in the physical world, because their family members are very sad. They see them depressed, they see them going through a lot of things, and they're worried about us. And the problem with this is that if they see us too worried, they see us too sad, they may choose to pull us in to the spiritual world with them. The person could even die. Because, like I said, I used to dream a lot with my mother after she passed away, and every time, since I was so sad, she used to tell me, "You're so sad, I just want you to come with me." And until I finally told her, I can't. I have my kids, I have my husband, I have a life, I can't go with you. And it was because I was retaining her here unconsciously. By crying every day, by mourning her every day, I was retaining her here. And we can do that unconsciously. Retain the spirit in the physical world. We need to learn how to let them go. It's extremely difficult, a difficult thing to do, but we need to let them go. And this can be another one of the reasons why a lot of spirits stay in the physical world and refuse to cross over, because they worry about us. They worry that if we're going to be fine, if we're going to make it without them. So these are reasons why some spirits may refuse to cross over, to go into the light. They want to stay here. They didn't want to die. So prayer makes a lot of difference. Prayer helps them elevate, allows you to guide them into the light. It's very good to tell them it's okay to cross over, go to the light. In another video that I will be doing, I will be explaining, and I mentioned this about a spirit that I helped to cross over that was stuck in the earth plane. The spirit knew that it was dead, but it was not aware that just with the thought he was able to leave the place where he was at. He thought he was trapped, so he became very, very angry. And I finally helped this spirit release himself and understand that just by thought he was able to go into the light and reunite with family members that had crossed over. So I will be doing a video on that down the line. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let this video be part of your spiritual development lessons, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you, and love and light to you all.